How's it going, folks? So the band Prime Creation are back with a new single here called Galactic Rebirth. They have a new album coming out June 26th. And this is the band that features several former members of the mighty band Morafade. I was a big fan of theirs. I'm curious to check this out. Let's see how they're following up their previous album and, get a glimpse of what to expect on the new one. Anywho, let's jump on in. Rangers, go. Wow. So I absolutely loved a lot of this song. Loved. The only thing, I guess I'll just start with this off the rip. The only thing that I wasn't quite as keen on, and I hate saying this because I always hate picking on like one particular like person of the band or member of the band or you know what I mean. the vocals. Now, it's not that, and this is just a personal feeling or opinion, whatever, is that he has a real kind of like thrashy sort of approach, real gravelly kind of, again, kind of thrashy, almost like angry sounding kind of voice. And for like this song or this style or whatever, I don't know how well it blends. I mean, it does to an extent. I mean, the song is like heavy, but like part of me just would almost prefer like a different vocal approach. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a super clean, kind of vocals. There can be like a hint of, what's the word I'm looking, like gruffness to it, to hammer in that there's a real kind of like that metal kind of approach to it. The song's got grit, so it's like the vocals can have that grit too. But just maybe a little, again, however, I will say that the vocals might be like an acquired taste, like where at first it's kind of like, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but as the song went on, like I started like warming up to them a little bit more. So maybe it's one of those things where it's like the more I listen to the song, the more I get acclimated to the vocal approach and get more used to it, that it'll all kind of fall more into place. And again, I'm not trying to like pick on the fella, because it's not that like his voice is like bad or anything. All I'm saying is like that style of voice and approach mixed with this song, I was finding it a hard time kind of with it just kind of blending. And again, my preference would have been for a different sort of vocal style or approach. However, though, it like I said, it might be an acquired taste. It might just be something where it's like the more you listen to it, the more you get used to it, that it works. It's just my first listen and all that, and my first kind of knee-jerk reaction is just that, I might have preferred the vocals a little bit different. However, that could smooth out. That could totally smooth out. Anywho, so aside from that, though, I just thought the song was awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. I love that electronic kind of keyboard. Oh, man, just wicked. The way that starts out, I was just grooving with it. Just awesome. And then the guitars come in. They have this real kind of heavy riff. The song has a nice kind of rhythm to it also, and a heaviness like with the guitars. I was just vibing with this song big time. So yeah, that intro was just killer. I also love the verses. I love the kind of rhythmic nature of it. You kind of get like nice rhythmic sort of line, and then the guitars kind of take over, the head banging kind of thing, and then you get another kind of nice rhythmic line in there, and then it just was so cool. It was just awesome. It has this power to it, all of it, the way that it was. Like I said, I was just vibing with it. And I love the pre-chorus. Again, really cool rhythm, great music, like the guitar riffs and stuff. Awesome pre-chorus that was just killer. The first chorus took me a little bit off guard. Like, I don't know why, because it does kind of follow the similar pattern as like the verses and the pre-chorus and all that. But each kind of has its own personality. Yes, they follow along with the way that the song is designed, which I dig. Like, nothing like just jumps out like out of nowhere. But each has its own kind of like personality still. Each are very distinct from one another, while sharing a similar thread. So I love that. But the first time I heard the chorus, for some reason, I don't know, maybe it was because there's quite a bit going on. It's like you have like the main vocals, and then you kind of have like those group vocal chant almost style vocals coming in and stuff. And so it took me a little off guard. But after that first time I heard the chorus, I dug every subsequent time. So that was definitely something that just grew on me really quick. After that first initial kind of like, so yeah, and then I did kind of like that scream, the way that it was like it just almost like an electronic little it was just really, really cool. And then the music and everything again, just so sick, vibing, whatever. You get another awesome like verse and all that stuff, and then that awesome pre-chorus. And then you get to the chorus again, and then I was much more on board with it. Okay, it's like I had wrapped my mind around it more, and I really enjoy it. It kind of amps things up a little bit. I like the group vocals thrown in there. I do like his voice more in there too. It's like, it rises up a little bit more out of like the raspiness. It's still there, but it has a little bit different of a quality to it. And I just kind of like that momentum that it all kind of builds up there into the chorus. That was really cool. And again, just musically, the song was just tight. Love the headbanging stuff and all of that. And then I think you get the pre-chorus again, which I'm here for, and final chorus and stuff, and then that electronic thing. And this song, like I said, I love a lot about it. I was grooving and vibing with this thing. The music rocks. The melodies are great, the way they're woven in there. And you get headbanging moments. You get that sick, nasty electronic keyboard thing going. The song's just really, really cool. It's just the one last little hurdle I feel like I need to get past or get acclimated to is the vocal approach. Which I may, I definitely am going to listen to this song more, because I really love it. It's like, it's there at the cusp. It's like, my first thought is like, it's like a 9.5 out of 10, it's like the song itself is just awesome. It's just that last little bit. If I can wrap my head around the vocals, and then it kind of smooths out a little bit the more I listen to it, and I'm used to it. That'll be like that last little step, but killer song though, killer song. Loved it, absolutely loved it. So, anywho, let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? What are your thoughts on it? You're looking forward to the new album. How did you feel about everything? Do you agree with me? Do you think the vocals just fit in perfect? Did you dig them off the rip, or are you kind of like me? You're still kind of feeling it out. Gotta listen to it some more and stuff. Whatever. Let's talk about it. What are your thoughts on this here? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.